All right, good morning, everyone. For all you Nickelback fans out there, sorry I had to shut that song down short. There's actually a story behind that before you're judging me and the Nickelback music. My son here, Max, who will be my co-host this morning, used to get a ride home from my father-in-law from kindergarten or from preschool. And my father-in-law is a huge fan of Nickelback. I know, I'm sorry, you're in kindergarten. My father-in-law is a huge fan of Nickelback, so he would play it for Max, and Max became a huge fan. So some inappropriate lyrics at times and some things I'm not proud of. However, the kid loves Nickelback. So that's the story there. For today, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Seems to be a great turnout here this morning. Got some dogs and some kids and some new faces, so this is great. I have no updates for you. I promised you yesterday I would be doing no April Fool's jokes, so everything coming from my mouth today will be the truth, and no April Fool's to end the conversation after any surprises. With that being said, I think I told you also, tomorrow we will be meeting as an administrative staff to kind of figure out what our plan looks like moving forward. We're very happy with the way things are going right now, but we'll need to obviously address the governor's changes to carry this through May 1st. So we'll start posting some dates and check your emails and things like that. But for now, I suggested we would be doing a hump day Q&A on this Wednesday morning. So if you just want to kind of awkwardly raise your hand and ask Mr. Max here or myself any questions that you have in store, we'll address them the best we can. Come on, guys.
Principal Schaup.
Yes, sir, Mr. Carter.
Do you know how to use the raise hand feature?
I do not. I played with him last week.
Go to click on participants.
Yeah.
Okay, so then at the bottom, you should see raise hand, yes, no, slower, faster. And then in the participants, if you look right now, you can see that Ian has his hand raised virtually. Do you see that?
I do now. So does Mr. Van Hoofs. Okay, perfect.
So that's how that hand raise feature works. It's kind of like liking messages in iPhone and stuff like that. There's a couple more if you click on the more, but yeah, you can see them there.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. So I am going to go to Ian Wall, who has his hand virtually raised. I can even lower his hand. That's cool. Mr. Wall, how are you this morning?
Hi, I'm good.
What question do you have for me here this morning?
Could you please check the chat? I put it in there.
Beautiful. Okay, yes, I got you. He's seeking recording information. So I will inform everyone of this. Mr. Wall has been joining us on a daily basis. He's been working with Mrs. Inbody, I think, for an honors piece for his media writing class. He's going to basically take the weekly highlights from our Zoom conferences or meetings and put together a weekly post or video from the highlights from the week. So I'm looking forward to seeing the results of that. And that's going to be pretty exciting. So thanks to Ian and thanks to Ms. Inbody for their efforts and flexibility there. And really looking forward to what they come up with there. So thank you, Ian.
Daddy, I can hear Parker.
Yep. Okay, any other questions for me? I don't see any other hands raised or virtual hand raised. Miss Kieran, good morning.
Good morning. I have a question for Max.
Okay.
Max is.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Max, is your dad a good cook?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is your dad a good cook?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your favorite meal that Daddy makes?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. We had spaghetti last night. His favorite is usually cheeseburgers on the grill, but Max is a good eater. Any other questions for us out there? Thank you.
Good, Max.
Anybody? Any question in the world for your principal or his son? Well, I'm going to fire off a question then. Actually, Mr. Vinacotter has a question. Go ahead, sir. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Vinacotter.
A question for Miss Entler, if she did anything special for her birthday yesterday.
Very good. Redirecting the question to Miss Entler. So I'll unmute her as she unmutes herself. Miss Entler, how was your birthday yesterday?
It's pretty non-eventful. Nothing special, super special, but we did have cake and watch some movies. And Barkley wants to say hi.
That's Barkley, her dog. What movie did you watch, or what was your favorite movie?
I watched some older movies. I watched Dolores Claiborne, which is based off a Stephen King book that I had finished, so it was pretty good.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, happy birthday again, and I'm glad you had a good day. Mr. Niekamp, jumping over to you, sir. How are you?
Good. I actually have a question for Mr. Zender. I've been noticed he's in his wood shop the last couple days. I want to know what he's building.
Mr. Zender, are you there with us? Mr. Niekamp wants to know what you're building in your shed there. I don't think your audio is turned on, Mr. Zender.
Today?
I don't know. Maybe could you show us? Could you show us what you're building there in the wood shop? Oh, okay. A little entryway coat storage area. That's pretty nice. Nicely done. Good work. Any other questions for me this morning or for anyone? Okay, not a lot of hot topics out there this morning. I guess that's okay. Hold on, I got a chat here. Let's see what's going on here. And that's not a question either. So, all right. Well, Mr. Brott, what's your question this morning?
I have a question for your son. Are the Indians better than the Reds?
Indians or the Reds?
The Reds.
Good answer. Mr. Brott likes the Indians.
Who's your favorite Reds player?
I don't know. I like all the Reds players.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Good answer. Hey, any other questions out there for us? Miss Delaney, good morning.
Good morning. Do you have any pets?
Do you have any pets?
No.
No, we do not.
What kind of pets would you get if you had one?
Dog.
I would say none, but Max would say
A dog.
a dog. The family has been turning up the heat on me here lately about getting a dog. I don't really want to do that, but our friends recently just got one, and it's making the heat and pressure even more strong. I just am trying to stand strong, but I'll probably lose the battle. Good question. Dakota, you got a question, or should I call you Tablespoon? No, no question. Okay. All right, folks. Well, again, tomorrow we're going to have a meeting to put some plans together to get us through the rest of the month. I hope you all have a fantastic month of April. Set some good goals for yourself and work hard. With that, I think we're going to shut down for this morning, but we'll see you all again tomorrow morning at 9:45. Thanks for a great turnout here today.
Wait.
Yeah. We were so worried, Mama. That was serious. We weren't ready to say goodbye.